Welcome to the new session of Nutrition in Plants. As we have already learned that plants make carbohydrates by the process of photosynthesis. And for making carbohydrates, they need carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Carbon is provided by atmosphere and hydrogen and oxygen are provided by water. But apart from these three nutrients, plants also need 15 other nutrients which need to be supplied. And from where are they getting these nutrients? Of course, soil is the natural reservoir of nutrients and they are obtaining these nutrients from the soil. But once the plants are grown in the soil and they have absorbed the nutrients, what happens? The amount of nutrients in the soil gets on decreasing. So we need to replenish the soil with nutrients. This does not happen in a forest. Why? Because in a forest, when the leaves are falling and they are being decomposed, they provide the nutrients to the soil. But this does not happen in a farm. So we need to replenish the soil with nutrients. The meaning of replenishment is fulfillment. Fulfillment means once something has been used and it has become deficient, it needs to again supplied with that. So replenishment of nutrients we are going to study in this class. For replenishment of nutrients, different methods are adopted. One of those methods is the use of fertilizers and manures. You must have seen the gardeners or the farmers providing the plants with fertilizers and manures. You must have also known that fertilizers are the chemicals rich in nutrients which are made in the factories. And manures you can also make by allowing the decomposition of plant and animal waste. So by providing fertilizers and manures, the nutrients may be replenished in the soil. But do you know there is another way of replenishing the soil with nutrients? One of those ways is to grow leguminous plants in soil. Are you familiar with the leguminous plants? Yes, they are your favorite peas or pulses or beans. These are actually the meaning of legume is a seed or pod. You may see this is the pod of a pea plant. This is a leguminous plant. So the examples of leguminous plants are peas, beans and pulses. So how do leguminous plants help in replenishing the soil? Actually, they help with fulfilling the needs of nitrogen. It is very interesting to know that in the atmosphere, nitrogen is present in such a large amount as much as 78%. But plants are not able to obtain this nitrogen in the same form. In the atmosphere, the nitrogen is present in the form of N2. But it is so inert that plants cannot use it directly. So how do they take it? So to absorb the nitrogen, they take the help of certain bacteria. And the name of that bacteria is rhizobium. Actually, bacterium is a singular word and bacteria is a plural word. Rhizobium is the name of the bacterium and rhizobium is the name of the bacteria. So there are certain bacteria called rhizobia. Rhizobia are present in the root nodules of leguminous plant. Here is a diagram of a leguminous plant. You may notice that there are certain nodules in the roots. Actually, these nodules contain the bacteria and the name of the bacterium is called rhizobium. Rhizobium bacterium helps to convert the atmospheric nitrogen into forms which may be used by plants. In this way, they supply the plants with nitrogen. And this nitrogen is used by the plants and when the plant has grown and when it mixes with the soil, some amount of nitrogen remains in the soil. So if we are growing plants in such a way that in between two crops, if we are planting a leguminous crop, it will fulfill the needs of nitrogen. So growing of leguminous plants is a great help for farmers. A farmer who is using a leguminous plant in his farms need not supply the soil with fertilizers and manures. So it is a natural way of replenishment of nutrients in the soil. So in this class we have learnt about replenishment of nutrients in the soil with the help of fertilizers and manures and by growing of leguminous plants. In the last class we have also learnt about symbiotic relationship. If we see the relationship between leguminous plant and the bacteria, we find that the bacteria rhizobia help the plant to supply nitrogen. But the bacteria itself is not able to make its own food. So what happens? The plant makes the food by the help of photosynthesis and supplies the food to the bacteria. So in this way, the plant gives the bacteria food and the bacteria gives the plant nitrogen. So it is a kind of symbiotic relationship. I hope you liked my class. Thank you for watching.